Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the 420 edition of Binge Worthy. Uh, we really, I don't know, you may or may not have known what the show is all about, but it's about, finding out things that you can watch on streaming services or listening to, like podcasts, and have something to do if you're at home. And 420 means weed, because it's 420, you know? Listen, there's no 420 picks today, except for the fact that you could smoke weed and watch any of these movies or listen to any of these podcasts. So there you go, 420 edition. That's how it works. All right, before I get started, I am going to re-explain what the show is all about. This is Binge Worthy. This is where Comedy Spot community members have sent in videos telling you what they think you should be watching on streaming services. Netflix, Disney+, blah, 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 blah. Also, Tessa sent in some podcast information. So if you just want to chill in a bathtub or a shower, don't listen in the shower. Well, that's okay as long as you don't have headphones in the shower. But you can listen to these things. So we'll get to that in a second. But before we do, I want to remind you that you can go to SacComedySpot.com, see our full schedule of live shows. You can also get information about how to donate things. And please do me a favor, comment regularly and often during this from all the platforms, Twitch and YouTube and Periscope and Facebook, and I will share your comments with everybody else. Let's see. People have already made comments. I'm going to share some of them. Dana contributed today, and she said that her recommendations would be really trippy if they were high. All right, cool. Why is the lettering red? It must be important. I don't know. You know what I think I did is here. I'm gonna edit on the fly, everybody. You're not gonna even know what's happening. You're not even gonna know what's happening unless you can watch it right now. Yay! We're back to white. All right, I'm happy now. Let's see. Megan says, yay for weed. Haley says, yay, hey, hi, hello. I thought you were saying hey too. Let's see here. Evan said, whoa, the letters are red and I fixed them. We're a little bit of a delay. So yeah, all right, everything's good. Okay. Let's get into this. We have a couple of new contributors to the show today, but let's start off with someone you know and you love her cat. Here she is, Tessa Brown.
Hey Brian, it's Tessa, and I have 3 binge-worthy podcast recommendations. The first is a pop culture podcast called Be There in 5 with Kate Kennedy. It's a pop culture podcast that goes through things like Jessica Simpson's autobiography, the Taylor Swift albums. There's also deep dives into sorority life, and so it's just a fun time, especially if you're into more like girly stuff or pop culture stuff. It's just like sitting down and gabbing with your gals. The second one is a comedy podcast, which is the Teacher's Lounge podcast on the Earwolf. Now, this was a recommendation from friend and performer Nick George, and it's an improvised podcast that follows a group of teachers, and it just goes down wild rabbit holes of their lives, and it's so funny and such a good example of yes-anding and when improv is really, really good. And then the third is the Up and Vanish podcast. Now, there's 2 seasons, and I think there's like a TV show related to this now, but season 1 follows the disappearance of a woman in Georgia, and it is crazy. It's so long, there's so many episodes, so you can definitely binge this. There is a resolution, so don't look it up beforehand. Just follow the podcast, and honestly, by the end of all of these, your home is gonna be so clean because you're just gonna want to keep cleaning dishes. You're gonna make dishes dirty just so you can continue listening to all of these. So let me know what your recommendation is and if you have any that I should start binging. Okay, bye.
All right. Thank you, Tessa. We appreciate you sending that in. By the way, it seems like you are really stepping up your video game. You had all the overlays in there. Listen, the only person that can have fancy overlays around here is me. All right, so I overlaid you. inside of my video. There you are. Wait, there you are right there. Everything's reversed. There you are right there. And then I was like, you know what? I can put your name up there. How do you like that, Tessa? And then I put that weird picture of you and Allie where it looks like you guys are proposing to each other. I put that up there, overlay. And then I couldn't think of anything else. I just wrote your name again in a different font and red color. Boom. How do you like that? Oh, look, Tessa commented on it too. She said, wow, cool graphics. Megan says, yay, Stella. That's Tessa's cat. Dana said, we love Tessa too, Tessa too, not just Stella, her cat. Yeah. Very nice. What else do we have here? Let's see. Yeah, okay. Megan likes my overlay bit. Very good. All right. Anyway, thank you, Tessa. That was really good. I completely forgot about maybe some podcasts for people to listen to. So that was a good segment. Thank you very much for that. Let's go to another new contributor to this show. It's Tyler Sexton, everybody. Here he is.
Hey, how you doing? I'm just kidding. I don't talk like that. I've been just watching a lot of The Sopranos, which is like 20 years old, but it's still good. It was one of the first HBO shows to really kind of form the modern drama, if you will, about a mobster who has a lot of family problems with his kids and his wife and all the bad things that he continues to put himself through being a mobster. I found it really moving. It's really not about the crime and about the mafia. It's about these family relationships and really relatable stuff. He goes to therapy, and it's really interesting. It's really the kind of original anti-hero. So it's very, it's older, but I wouldn't say it's dated. It's still great. Some of the best performances that you'll see in anything. I'm up to season 5 right now, and I'm pretty sure it's going to end up in my top 5 of all time. So I encourage you to check it out, Amazon Prime it, or HBO it, or who knows wherever it is right now. I hope you all are doing awesome.
Oh, man. Tyler, I miss Tyler. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. While that was going on, Dana said, this is a weird flex, talking about me and my overlays. Okay, I wasn't trying to flex. I was trying. And then, Brian be flexing. What? It's a bit. It's a bit. And then Sarah said, watch me flex on the edits. I can do. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I get it. Okay. Thank you again, Tyler. That was great. He did say, I gotta pull this up. He said, welcome to my closet. It's not your closet during shelter in place. It's called your recording studio. No. All right, let's move forward. Coreen Lemcke, she is a frequent contributor to all of our shows here at the Comedy Spot. She has her picks for things you should be watching. Here she is.
Hello, the Lemkes here. I'm Coreen, and this is Jack. And we're going to talk to you about some... You going to be in it too? This is... What's your name? Carson. We're going to talk to you about movies and shows that we like. So the number one movie that Jack would like everyone to watch is Shazam. Huh, bud?
Yeah, and there's like another one. It's called Onward.
Oh, you like Onward a lot too?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Shazam for a second. So Shazam is not to be confused with Kazam, which starred Shaq, but it's a movie about a superhero named Shazam, and he's like the coolest, huh?
Yeah, but so first he's like this kid that his name's like Billy Batson, and he like goes to this cave and he like says Shazam and he turns into Shazam and then he's a grown up. Like,
oh wow! Don't give away the whole story. Spoiler alert. And then Jack's favorite show is so that Shazam's on HBO Go. And then Jack's favorite show is a show called Odd Squad. and that's on PBS Kids and on Prime Video. And that's a show about kids that solve odd mysteries, huh? A lot of times with math problems, huh?
Yeah, only with math.
They use math. Wow. Okay, now I want to go through some movies really fast, and you give me a thumbs up if it's a movie you like, and then a thumbs down if it's a movie you didn't like, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Onward. Frozen 2. Toy Story 4. Still like that one? The Lion King, the live action, or not a live action, but the one with the realistic looking lions. Yeah? Aladdin, the one with the people. Pets 2. You liked all of those movies? You recommend all of them?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Now for some shows that I like when the kids go to bed. Listen, it's a secret. One of my all-time favorite shows is a show called Pushing Daisies that you could watch on the CW. It is a gorgeous show. It is dark and it is funny and it's a cute little romance, and it's probably one of my all-time favorites. Another show that Charlie and I recently rewatched is Coupling, which you can watch on Prime. It's a British show. If you like raunchy British humor, then it's right up your alley. Only watch seasons 1 through 3 though, because season 4 is garbage. So thank you for watching our movie recommendations. Talk to you next time.
Oh, that was great. Thank you, Coreen, Jack, Carson. That was fantastic. Carson was doing all the camera work on that. Okay, couple of things. Number one, Odd Squad. If you have not seen this show, if your kids have not seen, forget your kids. If you have not seen Odd Squad, you are missing out. That show is so good. My kids are grown. They didn't even really watch this show. I saw it on like PBS or wherever it's on and told them they had to watch it, and it's fantastic. So check out Odd Squad. Megan agrees with me. They watch Odd Squad all the time, but she doesn't look happy about it. Maybe she's watched it too much. Tim Crump says, don't forget about the movie Space Jam. That's just the thing that every person that watches our lives try to fit in at least one show. So there you go. Let's see. I wrote notes. Oh, and at first I thought you said Pet Cemetery instead of Pets 2. And I was like, why are you letting Jack watch Pet Cemetery 2? Like, what's happening? Pets 2. Totally different. My daughter and I, Kennedy and I, are watching Attack on Titan. And we've been watching that over the last week or so and binging episodes 4 or 5 at a time. They're so good. If you like anime, then you'll love it. It's a really good one. I'm sure everybody has probably watched this already. It's a couple years old at this point, but it's a lot of fun. Okay. All right. Let's check. Yeah, Ruben says he loves Pushing Daisies. Megan says this same thing. Dana says she loves I Love Coupling. Yeah, so those are good suggestions, Coreen. Nicely done. Let's move on to our next contributor, Dana Bryant. I think this is the first time Dana's contributed to this show. Anyway, let's check it out. Here she is.
I know right now that I'm not particularly looking to watch anything that's too sad or too intense or too scary, so I definitely wanted to recommend something that's more upbeat and fun for you to watch. My recommendation is Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. This show is currently available on Hulu. There are only 2 seasons, so you should be able to get through it pretty quickly. The show originally aired on BBC America back in 2016 and 2017, so if that's really your jam, you should definitely watch this show. The show is based on a series of novels by Douglas Adams, who is more famously known for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so that kind of gives you an idea of what kind of crazy, zany antics to expect from this show. So Dirk Gently is a holistic detective, so he doesn't really do normal detective things like look for clues or interrogate witnesses. He really more just relies on the interconnectivity of the universe to help him just kind of show up where he needs to be at the right time so that he can just figure out the mysteries that way. He, in the first season, meets up with the other main character, Todd, who is played by the fantastic and super adorable Elijah Wood, who I love very much. So you should definitely watch this show if you're a fan. And they figure out who had murdered this rich millionaire guy in this hotel room. You know, Todd's got his own kind of lazy layabout issues going on with his family as well. You meet his sister and all the drama that goes on over there. There's some other really fun characters in the show, like Bart. She is a holistic assassin who, very much like Dirt, just kind of goes around where she needs to be so that she can assassinate people randomly wherever she goes. And she kidnaps this guy Ken and like drags him along on her assassination missions and to locate Dirt gently so she can assassinate him too. So that's always fun. There is also a really cool group of dudes called the Rowdy Three. They are 4 guys that go around and cause mayhem and mischief and terrorize people. And then they're like energy vampires and suck all the energy off of the people to like eat stuff, I guess. And they're actually pretty fun and cool dudes after you get over the whole, you know, smashing in houses and things. So yeah, there's so much more stuff that goes on in the show, and I can't even like tell you because I don't want to spoil it. You're in for a super fun ride. The acting's fabulous. It's funny. It's fun. The second season goes off and does something else that's super exciting and interesting. So definitely check it out. Thanks.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Dana. A couple of comments here. People have been saying things. First off, let's see. Amanda says, oh, they're adorable, talking about Jack and Carson. Let's see. Tyler said, thanks, dude. Oh, that was to Mike's comment, Tyler rules. Got it. Okay. Tyler says, they're so heartwarming, the 2 kids. Cryy face. Let's see. Yeah, we said that. Okay, good. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Ruben did say yes. Dirk Gently. Love Douglas Adams. Good. Second person in there said that you should go check that out. Fantastic. All right. Well, Dana, thank you so much. We're going to move on to Jack Brown.
Hey, Brian. It's Jack reporting in for the binge-worthy submission for the Sacramento Comedy Spot. The show I have for you, last time it was Devs. This time it's Bosch. Bosch, that's right. On Amazon Prime, the perfect cop show. If you're tired of shows making you think too much, oh, is this an allegory for whatever? This is not that show. It's a straightforward, there's a case. Bosch solves it every season. New season just came out. This weekend, a new season came out, the 6th season. So you can just, you know, this is the kind of show you can put on in the background. You'll catch up. You'll know what's going on while you're doing your work and that. It's the perfect binge show, I feel like. It's the only show that I've watched 5 seasons of, going to be 6 seasons of, and I still can't tell you whether it's good or not. I just know that it is definitely binge-worthy. Another update on me, if anyone saw the last binge-worthy episode, I was stuck on my toilet, don't have any toilet paper, and I'm still in the same situation. I thought it'd be funny to film this, to perpetuate that bit, that I'm waiting for the firefighters to come and save me from my toilet. But I put the seat up too when I sat down. I thought that would be a funny visual thing, but I can't really show it without showing my naughty bits. So now I'm kind of like legitimately stuck in the toilet a little bit, which is funny. You know, I just always felt like this is how I would go, you know, doing some bit where people can't tell whether I'm serious or not. But I got a pretty big ass and stuck in the toilet now. But I love Bosch, love watching Bosch. Couldn't tell you whether it's good or not, but it's a binge show. Bosch is a detective, Titus Welliver plays, and Michael Connolly wrote the book series. Yeah, I think I'm probably at time. Cheers!
All right. Thank you, Jack. We appreciate that. Okay, a couple of things happening here in the comments. Tyler says, Jack's always pooping. Yeah, it seems like every video lately that Jack sent in, he's on the toilet. It's not his toilet. It's his studio. See, we're learning things. Let's see. Tessa says, ooh, not Bosch. And then Ruben says, classic Jack. Love is Bosch. Yep. Becky says, great shirt, Jack. He had the switcheroony till you die a Rooney shirt on. That's the Top 10 List podcast coming up this Thursday at 6 o'clock. Oh, a preview too. I'm doing a new show tomorrow night called Who Did It? What I do is I have 3 comedians, all take responsibility for a certain outrageous act they did in their life, and then you have to figure out the person who really did that thing. So it should be a lot of fun. I've got some great guests. Becky Lynn is going to be on the show. Jessica Wellington from Los Angeles, she's a regular at the Comedy Store. So it'll be a good time. Check that out tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, Edgar Granados, I think, is going to join us too. I think I just saw that right before the show started. Yeah, that's good. Sometimes there's comments and I don't know what people have been talking about, and I'm like, it doesn't make sense. I want to share, but I just don't know the reference. Okay, anyway, we have another contributor here today, another first-time contributor. This is Tim Crump, everybody. Here he is.
Hey, it's Tim Crumps. I've got a couple things I wanted to recommend, some binge-worthy shows. One of them I don't recommend is called Love is Blind on Netflix. My wife and I got into it, and it's a reality TV show about two couples that meet and they've never having met each other. And it's kind of like The Bachelor if they can't see each other. So I don't recommend that. But that being said, I got into it because I kind of wanted to know what was going to happen next. But yeah, not my kind of show. But one I do recommend is Lego Masters. It's on Hulu. It just finished up. I think it was on Fox or something. And it's basically a Survivor-type reality TV show where one team gets eliminated every week, and they have to try to build the best Legos. And yeah, it's awesome. They have a Star Wars theme week, and they've got a city theme week, and a bridges building, and it's awesome. You basically get to see these awesome creations. So anyway, watch Lego Masters. It's the best.
Great. Thank you, Tim. That was great. That's his first video in. He did say this. This is funny. He said, I mispronounced my last name. It happens. I've done worse. Trust me. Megan says Love is Blind is awesome. I saw a little bit of that. Mignon was into it, and I would always be like, what's happening? So, I don't know. That's a thing. Although it did suck me in a little bit, so I can understand why people watched it. Let's see. Coreen says Lego Masters, exclamation point. Well, here, Tim said this first. I tell people my last name is Crump like the dance. And then Jodi was laughing. Good. Okay, good. All right. Thank you, Tim. That was fantastic. Let's go to Robert Barry. He's done a couple shows with us lately, so it's great. He has his pick for binge-worthy. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Robert Barry, and I would like to recommend to you for binge watching Twin Peaks, the 1990 ABC show written and produced by David Lynch and Mark Frost. It's still one of the most weirdly amazing, watchable, bizarre, and wonderfully funny and spooky shows ever made. It's on Netflix. 2 seasons. It's only 22 episodes, but they're an hour each. Trust me, it's some of the best TV that has ever been produced. Mystery set in the Pacific Northwest. There's alternate universes, psychic energies, donuts and coffee. Beautiful music by Angelo Badalamenti. Great performances by Kyle MacLachlan. There are little people that talk backwards. Women wrapped in plastic. But it's great. It's one of the most batshit crazy, wonderful shows ever made. And there is a Showtime 3rd season that goes with it as well. Takes place 20 years later. But give it a look. Twin Peaks.
Nice. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Twin Peaks. Anybody watch it? Already watch it? I watched a little bit of it. I don't think I finished it, though. I know that what I watched, though, I liked. So there you go. Let's see. Tessa says, Robert Barry is a hipster. Yeah, he's going back. Let's see. Dana says, oh, he's actually recommending a real show and not like the live streams of death row executions or something. Wow, Robert, sounds like someone has you nailed down. All right, Robert, we appreciate that. Good job, Twin Peaks. Lastly, we're going to go to Mike LaRosa for his picks for binge-worthy this week. Here he is.
Oh, you're back. It's good to see you again. I suppose you want some more movie recommendations from me based on things I'm thinking and feeling while I'm trapped in my apartment with no human contact. Well, let's just get right into it. First we have 28 Days Later. It's officially been about a month since I've been sheltered in place in my apartment with no human contact. And I do have to wonder how much longer it's going to be. 28 Days Later is a really fascinating zombie movie that came out in the early 2000s and really set off like the quick running zombie craze that was all the rage for the next few years. It's a pretty intense movie, very, very fun, and I'm hoping that I don't have to watch the sequel 28 weeks later, 6 months from now in this room. Because by that time I'll probably be losing it. Losing It is a teen sex comedy starring Tom Cruise, Shelley Long, and the young Jackie Earle Haley. And they're going on a road trip to Tijuana to lose it, and yes, it is their virginity. It's probably problematic in the current era, but you know what? While you're stuck in your apartment, you might as well just watch some trash movie like this anyway. And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time on the In-Home Entertainment News.
Wait a second, he tried to change the name of the show. Well, why didn't I give him a bad time like I gave Tessa? I should have had a fire in the background and Tessa in the back for no reason. I want this day over again so I can do better overlay graphics. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, see? Yeah. Wow, Mike LaRosa has upped everyone. Yeah. I dropped the bit. Did he just turn into Hugh Hefner? Yes. Mike LaRosa is Hugh Hefner. Let's see. Did he just turn in? Oh, that was the thing I just played. Good job, Brian. On top of it. Will Arnett is a great host for Lego Masters. He's hilarious. Yeah. I have not seen that show yet. You'd think I would because I love Legos. So does Ian, my son. So we have to check it out. Brian, that was for Comedy Spot News, but thank you for airing me. I guess, Mike, I got confused. Sorry. It works no matter what, right? I need a producer. All right. That's it for Binge Worthy this week. I hope you have some ideas to watch things at home. We'll be back here next week with all kinds of stuff. You know what we need to do? We need to look at the live schedule, and I'm going to tell you all the cool things that are coming up. That's what we're going to do. So go to SacComedySpot.com/live. Check out the full schedule. There's a lot of cool shows that are coming up that we haven't done before that I'm super stoked about. So, for example, I already talked to you about Who Did It tomorrow night at 7:30. Murder Mystery is back with us again tomorrow at 6. The Bad Flick Show is on Wednesday at 6. Top 10 List Podcast is Thursday at 6 p.m. And then Friday, we have 2 shows. We have Comedy Spot News at 6 p.m., followed by Couples Beer Pong. That's right. We have couples that are sheltering in place together. And so we created a show where couples can play each other in beer pong, and we're going to have a special beer pong camera. Saturday the 25th, we have Comedy Spot Squares. So if you've ever seen the old show Hollywood Squares before, it's tic-tac-toe, and it's trivia, and it's Comedy Spot regulars doing that show. And then at 7:30 on the 25th, we have Anti-Cooperation League doing a town hall meeting with characters where you get to be a part of a fictional town hall. And this group of performers is going to debate issues that are happening in your town. And then don't forget, May 7th coming up is a big day of giving. The Comedy Spot is going to be doing a 24-hour streaming event. The entire 24 hours, a big day of giving. There'll be shows, there'll be interviews, there'll be weird dance parties at night. We tell scary stories in the wee part of the morning. Brian does weird shit for 24 hours because he'll be awake the whole time, and probably 24 hours before that getting ready. So there's a lot to look forward to is what I'm saying. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you be here every day at 6 o'clock. Make sure you check the schedule for updates at SacComedySpot.com/live. The link's right there. And then Also, if you can, donate or buy a virtual ticket. All of our regular classes and shows are on pause until we can get back down to it. But until then, we're just going to keep entertaining you here every night at 6 o'clock. All right, one last pass through comments just to see what's going on. Did you say your son's name was Ian? I did. Thank you. Yeah, Ian. We bought him a Saturn V Lego rocket, which is so tall it doesn't even fit in the frame. It is huge. It took him a couple days to put together, so that was pretty awesome. I'm a huge space fan, so I'm kind of excited now because Ian's getting into space. I've been trying to get him into space for a long time. I don't know what finally put him over the edge, but I'm pretty stoked about it. Let's see. Tyler says, Brian, how's the spot doing? Are you still feeling that mop bucket through that crazy contraption? First things first, how's the comedy spot doing? Well, I come here every day and do work, but it's just not the same with people here. I have decided that at the end of this week, I'm going to start comedy spot projects. So I'm going to paint in the entryway. I'm going to paint the stage. I'm going to paint the bathroom. I might mess around with the tech wall a little bit. So anything I can get for cheap or free, it's going to happen at the Comedy Spot. So we're doing fine. I can't wait for us to get back together. I'm glad that everybody's staying safe, though. I don't want anybody to get sick, your loved ones or yourself. So we'll just keep hanging out and doing this until then. ACL Town Hall meeting, awesome. Yeah, dude, we used to do Town Hall meeting with Anti-Cooperation League all the time. It was super fun. And then for about 3 years after that, everyone was like, when are you going to do another town hall? So we got together yesterday and chatted for a long time, and then we decided to bring it back. So that should be good. Let's see. What else is going on here? Oh, Nicole, good night. We'll see you tomorrow night. Let's see. I don't know. See, I shouldn't go backwards through comments because then I don't know what people are saying. Mignon, my sister Jodi's son's name is Ian. Also, were you just responding to her saying, okay, go. Good. Let's see. Think about a light color for the bathroom. Lara Caruthers said that. I'm not going to do red in there. I'm also thinking about getting rid of the red behind the stage and maybe getting rid of the red curtains. I don't know. Like I said, whatever I can afford, cheap or nearly cheap is what's going to get done at the Comedy Spot. Paint, it's not cheap. Oh, I'm also going to paint the wall behind me, not paint over, just paint the bottom part where everybody puts their feet all the time. You know who you are. So I'll make sure that I get that set. Basically, when you come back, this place is going to be the cleanest it's ever been. It's going to smell like roses and joy. And everything will be back together and top notch and ready to be cleaned every night so you can come back and see shows. Oh yeah, okay. I already did the think about the light color for the bathroom. A warm tone that is nice and doesn't make you look dead. Well, thank you, Lara Caruthers. You know what? I'm keeping the red dead paint. It's never going to get changed. You can look at your dead face in the dead mirror. Now, it is going to be something a little less in your face. We're not getting rid of the metal, though. I still like the metal, the pressed diamond plating metal. You'll see when you get back. You'll get what you get, Lara Caruthers, all right? That's what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I have a class to teach in about 25 minutes, so I'll see you then. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time.